Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it. But what are you on? You're on Zoom now, right? But you're not on a computer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. So wait. So I get. All right. Today we'll do with like conversation. I'll ask you some questions. You know. Yeah, this is true too. This is true. Yeah, if I want to teach some kind of grammar. Of course. So you want me to quiz you really quickly? Yeah. Sure. You want to go over those first? All right. What words? D, E, A. L, O, T, S. Dealits? Dealits? Oh, Z. Okay, Z. Okay, Z, E, A, L, O, T, S. Okay. I think it's called zealots. 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 Zealot. And you talk about, it's about a person, right? It's about a person? Mm. It says that it's someone who shows strong, uncompromising enthusiasm. Like they're very extreme and they're intense and this kind of thing. Um, yep, like politically and religiously. Okay, that's okay to say. Yeah, I understand. So I believe it's zealot, 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 zealot. Okay, I can try to pronounce it another way for you, but let's see here. Zealot. I'm gonna listen here. Let's see. Zealot, zealot, a zealot, zealot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I understand where you're going with that. So you think it's like Leah, like Leah. Ah, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, like you don't pronounce the A there on that one. You don't. But according from what I understand here, like when I looked it up, it sounds like again. I'll play one more time. It's zealot. You don't hear the A sound, and it sounds more like elephant there. Like elephant, zealot, zealot. Yeah, zealot. Yeah. Zealot. No, no, that is confusing. It's a new word though. It's a new word. It's a new word. So yeah, it's confusing because you're saying EA usually sounds like, yeah, like, but even I'm thinking like Leia, Leia. When you spell the word Leia, it's still like a like Leia. Lea. But maybe because of the Z, it sounds like that. It sounds like zealot. Yeah, and like sometimes you don't hear the A, right? You don't hear the A, so you just hear the E. That is tricky. That is tricky. Yeah, it's not all the time like that though. Yeah. K-E. Keen, keen, keen to be okay. Can you give me a sentence with that one? Yep. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, it's like you desire it, and yeah, okay. That's a really really good example. Thank you. I'm very keen on teaching you. Oh, beholden. Yes, that's a good word too. Beholden. Mm. Decipher is a good word too. Decipher. Yes. But can you give me an example of a decipher? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Decipher is like to figure out or to make sense of something, right? Um, like for example, if there's a code and you want to understand the message, so you're trying to decipher it. Okay. Bleak, bleak. 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 Okay. Can you give me an example? Yeah. So you talk about it as hopeless, hopeless, right? Like, like depressing. Yep. For the good or for the bad. Those are good words. Oh, magnitude. Okay, okay. Let's go with that one. Magnitude. Okay, so before this happened, nobody had known. Past perfect. Yeah, yeah, okay. But you want to say nobody knew, like nobody had known the magnitude of this, or how it was. You have to stay in the past there, not how it is, because you just told me about. You got to stay in the past, yeah. But overall, you used the word correctly. That was great. Imminent. Okay, imminent. I know this word. It's imminent. Mm-hmm. That's okay. But can you give it to me in another context? Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah, that's okay to say. That makes sense. It's like, the right way, the right context. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, no, you used it pretty well there. It made sense to me. It fit in nicely. Yeah, that's okay. They're good words, by the way. Very good words that you have collected. Remorse. Remorse? Contrition? Contrition? Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Contrition. Deep regret or sorrow? Yeah, like remorse, like you said, remorse. Okay. To feel sorry for a mistake or a bad action. Mm-hmm. So like he expressed deep contrition for hurting her feelings. So it's like regret and guilty. Contrition. Contrition. Perfect. That's a good word. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing great. I think it's amazing how much you're doing with the vocabulary, really. And also, now you want to go into the grammar, or do you have more words for me, huh? Amis. Amis? Mist. Admist. Okay, so it's like AMIDST. Gotcha. It's a. They say that it's a preposition. It's a mila yachas, like a mid. Yeah. So she remained calm amidst the confusion. There was a loud crowd and it was very confusing. So amidst the crowd, amidst the confusion, she remained calm. Mm-hmm. That's okay to say. And also, it says that it's surrounded by something physical or emotional. Mm, for example, you can say that there was like a small house that stood amidst the trees. Yeah, it's a good. Basically, it means in the middle of or surrounded by. Yeah, and mist. It's a good one. It's very formal word. It's like, or I would say descriptive word. It's not something you would use in everyday conversation. Okay, it's a book. It's a book. Yeah, so it's more booking. Yeah, book English. Less smoking, but a mist. But it's nice. Decrypted? Decrypit. How do you spell that one? DEC. C. Let's see if I spelled it right. Decrypt. Okay, decrypit. So again, what does this mean to you? Okay, like worn out and old and very bad condition. So you could tell me like something you can describe with this word? Decrypit? It's an adjective, so you're describing something that's worn out, that's old, and in very bad condition. It's usually from age or long use. For example, a car, you might say it's decrepit, or a building. That's perfect. And another way you can say decrepit, it's like to say it's run down or it's worn out. Okay, worn out. These are other words. Yeah, decrepit. So give me an example now from your own. So you know that you're describing something that's old, used, run down. And how so? Why do you think it's very decrepit? Yeah. What's happening to it? Yeah. In the 60s? Yeah, something from the past. Yeah. Wow. Much older. Something very decrepit. Good. You got it. You used it very nicely. What about another word? You got another word for me? Really? Dense. Okay. I heard dance, for example. Dense. Okay. Dense. Dense. Like a sodic at the end. Like push the ST there. Dense. Yeah. Dense. The tongue doesn't touch the teeth really so much. Like it doesn't go between the teeth. It's like behind the teeth. Dense. Exactly. Yeah, be careful because it might sound like dance. Like let's dance right now. Yeah. But I like the word dense though. It's also a common word, you know? Yeah. You rather. Congested is also a good word. Yeah. Which is a harder word, I think, for people because it's congested. You know, it's like 3 syllables. Dense is 1. Yeah, which is awesome. It's awesome. The harder one is easier for you, actually. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna stay in your safe zone. Me too. I'm the same. something that sounds better than something that sounds like a little off. Let's say. Yeah. 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 I did think that, but it's okay. I yeah. I understand you. Even me, I'm trying to think like when I speak Hebrew and stuff that I have words that are more complicated than others. Sometimes I think I say the word that what I want to say is right. I think I'm saying it right, but I'm totally saying it wrong, you know? This man and Blake. This man. This smile. This smile. That's okay. Yep. This smile. Mm-hmm. Yep. Baffled. Baffled. Perfect. Perfect. So you're finding a lot of similarities between the words, and that's perfect. Yes. Yeah, yeah, it is enhanced, but you can say that it has enhanced as an achievement. Because if you say it is enhanced, then that means that it's passively happening to you. It is enhanced by the book. You see? So you want to say it has enhanced as an accomplishment, like my vocabulary has increased, my vocabulary has enhanced, and now I feel that I can express myself better, you know? So, vocabulary, yep. And I find like some people that I teach, like one guy I have in the evenings on Sundays, he says he reads his book and stuff, and then when he comes to class, he can't remember any of the words. And I think what he needs to do is like do what you're doing more, you know, write them down, prepare, and try to use it. Yeah. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe not perfectly. Flawlessly or impeccably. Because it's a shim Torah pull. It's like a adverb of frequency. So you have to, yeah. Want to go over adverbs? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because in this way, what you're doing is you're describing how you do something. You're, ah. That's crazy. Not interesting why it does that. Maybe maybe is it a work computer or something like that? Is it a work computer? Wow. Okay. I don't get it. No, but right now I feel even with this phone call that we're doing, it seems like to be working. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hear you very well. I hear you very well. But it's not comfortable for you too to be looking at like a telephone rather than a good computer, you know. And also, if I want to teach you some review of the grammar, then I can't really show you all the table and stuff. But I can quiz you right now. Yeah, yeah. Um, I can ask you. Let me ask you some questions grammatically. I have a book that I have from the past. So 1 second. Let me see. I have here in my backpack. Let me see. So there's a book. It's like a book. I'll ask you some questions to review just some grammar to see if you remember everything. So, ready? I'll ask you I'll ask you a question in the pashut, the present simple. Again, there's no ing here because it's a general question. So, how often do you read? Perfect. How often do you watch TV in the evening? How often do you eat fast food for lunch? Perfect. How often do you check your email? Nice. All right, another question. I actually haven't taught you this, but maybe you'll know. It's the as and as questions, okay? As and as. Are the Rolling Stones as well known as the Beatles? No. The Rolling Stones? You understand? I haven't taught you that yet. That's not fair, but I haven't taught you that. That's as and as. It's like, it's a comparison where you're taking one thing versus another. For example, when I say more than, for example, you can say the Beatles are more well known or they're more popular than the Rolling Stones. You can say more popular than, Rolling Stones are more popular than the Beatles or something. But here it's as. So it's kind of like, who's more popular? You can say, here, are as, the Rolling Stones are as, not more popular, but you want to say are as popular. That means that they're the same. But if you want to say that they're not, you're going to say they are not as popular as. All right, all right, all right. Okay. I'll ask you another one. Are cats as fun as dogs? Are cats as fun as dogs? I know what you're going to say because you like dogs. Okay. I'll ask you another grammatical one that we know, okay? What are you going to do after class? What are you going to do after class? This is future simple. And check on her? And check on her? What are you going to do this weekend? Pesach, Passover. Good. Or I'm going to go. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. I'm just checking. I mean, is it like your plan, or is it more what you want? uh, what are you going to use English for in the future? What's your plan? That's right. Okay, you answered that correctly. Comparative questions. I want you to, first of all, here we go. Answer this question. Is it better to have many friends or just a few close friends, in your opinion? Yeah, a few. Which is more important, money or happiness? That's right, that's right, yeah. It's true. We need the money. We need the money. I want you to compare two countries. Which one is a better vacation spot? So you got to pick two countries. So you can pick Poland versus England or something, or you can say, yeah, that's true too. That was a good answer. Okay, conditionals. We learned a little bit. We have zero, first, second, and third. This is the first. We need review. Gotcha. Okay. Totally okay. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Present perfect question with foreign sense. Um. Yeah. Exactly. So do you have? First of all, do you have a watch? A watch? I don't have my watch. Do you have a watch? Do you have one? Do you have a watch? Okay, so my question to you is, do you have a clock? Do you have a clock? Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone? All right. How long have you had your phone? I have had. Good, good. Do you have a TV? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How long have you had your TV? Good job. Good job. Um, what's your favorite restaurant? Is there? Okay. I know, right? Yeah. Wait, no, it's present simple to present perfect. And but here, I don't like these questions in this book so much.
We're just going downstairs.
Okay.
I'm taking your keys.
Of course you can. Yeah.
Like, I'm locking you in.
Of course.
Bye.
It's my mom. She just came by to tell me she's taking the keys because she's here for the holiday. So she came. She came into the room and she's staying here. She's got the bed behind me right now, and she took over this whole room, and I'm still teaching in it. And it's like kind of uncomfortable when someone comes in while I'm having a lesson, but you know, it's my mom, and I love her. It's tough though. No, she can't because I have this right now. Yeah, she didn't hear you. She didn't hear you. But even like her, she's not judgmental. She just, you know, like anytime, let's say like if she comes into the room, she might come say hello like this to you, and like, how are you doing? You know, she just likes to talk a lot and talk and talk and talk and talk and like I can't. For me, her voice in my head all the time because she doesn't stop talking. It's like it's hard, but you know. But I love her. In like if we if we watch a TV show together, so I hear like it's like you can count how many times she talks through 1 minute. You know, it could be like 7 or 8 different noises or sounds or laughing. I took her to a comedy show here in Israel. She was laughing the whole time. She was laughing. I said, I hope he doesn't call out on us and say a joke about us. Oh my God. Like, hey, you in the green shirt. Yeah. Who else is wearing a green shirt today? Oh, like, just you. Yeah, so tell me about you. Oh God, and then like they can make a joke out of everything. I didn't want that, you know. But he didn't call on me, thank God. Anyways, I have another meeting like in a couple minutes. Like literally. Yeah, next week. I think. Wait, next week. On Thursday and Friday, I think we might have to postpone because Friday. My wife booked a hotel on Thursday. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'll be back for the lesson. I think Friday I'm not working. Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'll take out my schedule. You got it. Pesach Sameach. Bye bye.